is Gemini DHAR. I am a Take Charge expert and I work with women and children to empower them. I have met lots and lots of women who have amazing stories. When I do my program Take Charge of Your Life and Take Charge 5X formula, I work with women's mindsets and their belief system. We have some powerful beliefs that we develop when we are as a child. It will either empower you or disempower you. So I met this beautiful lady, Urmila, and she has loads and loads of stories to tell. She's a storyteller, but she has her own real life stories that have amazing insights. So Urmila, why don't you introduce yourself?
Urmila, a storyteller. Urmila, a friend. Urmila, a mother. Urmila, a soul searcher. Urmila, a seeker. All in one is ruled Urmila.
And Urmila, who works with amazing contribution work. She works with Rotary. She also has worked with many NGOs, and I have a wonderful story about her getting an 35 lakh check just in 1.5 hour of discussion with a totally unknown person. She was traveling internationally. She met this particular gentleman and she just shared the vision and mission of hers to help the people. She was working with an NGO, and there was a huge impact that she made on his mindset or maybe his thought process, and he made a huge contribution to that NGO. So just by being herself, she did this. And what is it? What is the story behind her as an individual? Urmila, as a child, tell us something about what you believed in and what are the things you really loved.
I was brought up in a typical Indian joint family system where I had many family members living with us. Grandfather, grandmother, uncles, aunts, cousins, cousin uncles, cousin aunts, cousin grandmothers, cousin grandfathers. All of us lived in very big, huge house. Each one had a story to share. Each one had instances to give. If any one of us made any mistake, any wrong, even told a lie, we were not directly shouted upon. We were not directly hit. We were just told a story, an analogy, which made a great impact on all kids. This subconsciously had a deep impact on me. And as I was growing up, and when I came to know that yes, I made a mistake, instead of directly going and telling them a mistake, I would make up a story. Wow. Instead of Urmila, I would put that person as Sharmila, and I would tell them as I was growing up that Sharmila committed a mistake, and Urmila did tell Sharmila that no, you mustn't do this, or Sharmila should have done it that way. And my mom, uncles and aunts would have a great laugh and say, oh my God, here comes the storyteller. And that's how my journey as a storyteller began.
So Urmila, I remember you sharing some amazing stories with me, and how I remember each and everything you wanted to make an impact on me or tell me or make me learn from it. So I feel that you are on an amazing journey to tell stories, and stories really affect you, because as a children, I'm a mother to two wonderful children, and I speak about stories to them, and they remember some stories which I just made up out of nowhere, and it has impacted their thought process, and it has really opened up their vision. And I tell stories about adventures, and as a result they are very adventurous in life. They like to take up any kind of adventure, and I realize that telling stories and sharing your experience through stories is really powerful. So tell me, Urmila, now you have a wonderful young daughter in UK, and you travel mostly every corner of the world. You met a lot of women. What is that one or two things you would like women to know, or the belief system that women should have, or that one thing you can share that would help them become a more stronger individual, a more creative individual? What is it? What is it that you would like to tell them?
A is believe in themselves. Do not go by what people say. Do not go by the dictates of the society. Do not go by dictates of anyone.
How do you do that? How do you believe in yourself? What are the things that you should do to increase the self-belief?
Now, in each one of us, we have this little inner voice.
Correct.
This little inner voice should be loud enough. Shouldn't just whisper in my ear. It should move my heart. It should move my mind. It should move my emotions. And if I believe that I'm doing X and it's just not X good for myself, it's good for my family, it's good for my community, it's good for my nation, it's good for a human being, mankind. If you really believe in that, and if you truly know that it is whatever, every decision is going to have a dominoes effect, the inner voice definitely gets sharpened. And once this sharp inner voice is sharp enough for us to think, the actions just roll. And it is so contagious. It's children, family, anyone just do not hear us with their ears. They listen to us with their eyes, they listen to us with their mind and with their heart, and it just moves. So this is one of the main reasons that why I listen to my inner voice. And let me tell you, very, very rarely my inner voice has failed me. So through personal belief.
I also know that these days that we are spending with you in Goa are very valuable, and I'm really taking a treasure home with that kind of stories I'm hearing from you, and amazing stories, amazing experiences. And a story can be really, really powerful, whether it is a story of your life or whether it's a tiny story that you tell your children or your parents have told you. So a lot of emotions attached, a lot of memories attached with stories, and real life stories are very, very impactful. So thank you, Urmila, and we are looking forward to doing many, many more stories with you.
Thank you, Gemini. And I loved your stories, and your stories have inspired me too.
Those who want to have more stories and more, one-to-ones with women like these, please log on to my blog, geminidar.co.in. Thank you.